Eleanor's nights grew longer than her days. Shadows no longer clung to the corners. They followed her, clinging like a second skin. Each time she cried for help, her brothers came running, and each time the horror slipped away, leaving only Eleanor's trembling hands pointing at nothing.
This is exactly why you shouldn't drown yourself in horror novels. You see an old manor and let your mind run wild.
His voice was gentle, but dismissive, the kind of tone that carved doubt deeper than any blade. Eleanor nodded, silent. Perhaps he was right. Perhaps it was all in her head. But the scratches on her arms, the whispers under her pillow, the smell of earth on her skin, those weren't stories. That night, the manor proved it. Eleanor woke to something darker than silence. It wasn't just absence of sound. It was the presence of something watching. The air pressed heavy on her chest. The mirror across her room rippled, and for a second, her reflection smiled before she did.
No, not again.
Eleanor closed her eyes and whispered to herself.
No, this isn't real. It's just my fear. It's just my imagination. Please, go away.
Then she opened her eyes, only to find the same figure in the mirror, which suddenly crawled toward her and tried to grab her throat. She shoved it away and ran, down the corridor, her bare feet smacking against the wood. Lucian and Mark were awake in the living room, a bottle of brandy between them. Their voices carried through the crack in the door.
Lucian, I'll say it straight. She's not imagining. She's lying. I can feel it. She wants us to think this place is cursed, so we'll leave it to her. Maybe she's staged half of it. Why else would it vanish the second we look?
Eleanor froze. His words sank like knives. Her throat tightened. She couldn't step inside, couldn't defend herself. She turned back to her room, tears streaking her face, and that's when the manor stopped waiting. Then the thing saw a perfect chance. It grabbed her, harsh, unseen, dragged the air from her lungs, and then it entered. Her scream split the halls.
Was that Eleanor?
Don't. This is what she does. Tricks. She'll twist you into pity until she gets everything.
Lucian sat back down. The study doors closed quietly by a shadowy figure, and in her room, Eleanor bent like a puppet beneath invisible strings, her body convulsing, her eyes rolling white. When she finally stilled, she was smiling. Morning came like nothing had happened. At breakfast, Eleanor was quiet, calm, not a single complaint. Mark leaned forward, smirking.
Did you hear that scream last night, Eleanor?
What do you mean? Must have been a wolf.
The brothers chuckled, exchanging knowing looks. But as Eleanor lifted her teacup, the porcelain cracked beneath her fingers. Not from heat, not from accidents. It split as though something inside her pressed against the world, desperate to get out. She smiled and drank anyway. The manor no longer haunts Eleanor. It owns her. But is she still in control? Or has something else taken her place at the table? Tell me what you think in the comments, and if you're ready to see how far the manor's grip reaches, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for Part 4.